sense.
Okay. See, okay, you were talking of the, what were you talking?
About
Mm-hmm.
control of the
Control.
mind.
Yeah,
Control of the
control.
mind.
Yeah, control the mind. Okay. Now, control the mind. Uh, there are, how do they control the mind?
Well, there's two kinds of control. There's the internal self-control,
Hmm.
and then there's the external control of mind by others, brainwashing
Oh,
and that. So we
yeah.
have to differentiate government control and
Yeah,
self-control.
but all that control is appear like control, but is what they are controlling is controlling them.
Mm,
You see? So what happen is that like temporary control, temporary illusion, they take, for example, beer, wine in the bars. So is that control? Temporary control means
mhm.
that they are targeting, get rid of the worried mind. Okay. Then for 10 minutes, they feel they feel flowing. But after that, sometime they come down. Yes and no? They
Yes,
come
they
down.
always come down. It's
Yeah,
always
come down.
temporary.
So that means the control is only the illusory illusion because it appear like that, you know.
Hmm.
So like the control word is that is what is going on. One race, one society controlling other, one country controlling other, but all that is illusory because it's a tug of war, constantly yo-yo, one, it like the life, birth and death, which one is controlling? Actually, you are living the life or you are living the death. You are living the death because each hour you are doing the journey toward that black hole. It may take 80 year, 90 year, like that. Like the dream, you sleep. How long is the dream? Maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, like that. So that's how the life is split into the time bound, which is illusion. The control appears as the controller controlling the control, but controlled is also controlling the controller. One appears as upper part, the other lower part. The upper part, lower part. So the real life, both are included, the controller and the controlled. What is that? That is like, how can, today is Saturday, can you control to bring the Thursday which is passed away? No. It appears like the Thursday you want to bring to Friday to Thursday, but the same timeline will become another Thursday, another name. So therefore, the life is not disorganized, but unorganized, wild, unorganized, organized. That's how the sunlight appears and disappears. Like even the sun, the dance of the sun and the moon. The sun appears rising morning, in the sunset it takes a dive. Does it disappear? No, it's not visible. It's not visible. The moon is visible. Moon is considered the reflection of the sun. Like you have 10 buckets, it will appear like 10 moons. But moon is only one, but appear like 10 different moons. So is the people are identified to the name and form. The moment they think they are individual, this body, then they are to work for the survival, and they get caught into this idea of survival. But if they observe, if they have time to observe that whatever they are seeking, that is it. The seeker is seeking the seeker. The seeker is seeking the sought. The sought is the seeking the seeker. So the beauty is that you have created this body mind. You mean what? You mean that the God itself has manifested in different bubbles and appear as human being, but human being is lost into the being and has become reduced to the human thinking and human becoming or human doing. But all the thoughts and thinking and doing is coming from where? From the being. So it's not different. It's not different, but is the same. Is the in the thinking and being, you're always multiple, different layers, different bubbles, different levels. But deep down, are there bubbles in the river on the surface? But when you go find the bubbles in the deep down, there are no bubbles. There are no separate. So unity into diversity, diversity into unity. Like in one house, in one room, there can be 10 different bulbs, but all 10 different bulbs are different bulbs? No, they appear as 10 different bulbs, 100 bulbs, but all energy, electricity is oneness. The same way, you have caused your own suffering. There is no one out there. There is no time out there. There is no future there. There is no past there. There is no person there. Only the presence. But you are stuck and caught into the person as a body. Person as a body and mind, which are two layers of the same coin, body mind. What is beyond the body mind is that eternal spirit which does not change, which cannot change. Which cannot change means the outer layer of body mind has to change and always change, no matter what. But the inner spirit, what is the inner spirit? Inner spirit means, what do you call I? That coming through the body mind, I'm going there, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. What is, figure out the what is I? I is the hand, I is the leg. They are all, these outer layer are changing, changing, changing. But is there something which is not beyond any changes, beyond any time? That the real I, even the body is in symmetry, or little body or bigger body, all that changes has to change. So, like the bubbles appear and disappear, the life goes on. That blissful living of an hour of that blissful living cannot be even compared to 100 years of miserable living, which is called by the your own mind. Your own mind. There are people who work hard and 9 to 5 or 9 to 9 or 9 to 9 all the time, and they are caught up. For what? For money or for security? Those are two different words of the same thing. What is that eternal security which you really are already? The what you are thinking is fake. No matter what, his body mind has to go. It come and goes sooner or later. But what is real I? Even if you want to destroy it, you want to burn it, that's what is indicated in Holy Scriptures, that fire cannot burn it. cannot be destroyed, the real self. So, the wisest, first and last thing is not helping others, but who is the other? Who am I? That's the first and the last question. First and the last question. Because once you know the real I, all questions are answered immediately. Just like the light is put on, all things are clear. All ignorance is gone. But people figure out through the mind and through knowledge, through books, through religion, they are just befooled by their own mind. The mind cannot know the light, mind cannot know the no mind, it has to go. You cannot have the taste of death. No. When anesthesia, you don't know because it is not in the field and domain of the senses. Senses are not sensing, they are sensing because of the mind. Your eyes cannot see if you disconnect with the mind. Your nose cannot smell if you disconnect with the mind. And mind is not even there. If you figure out the inner layer of the body is the mind, inner layer. Where is the mind? When you break or press, where is the mind? You cannot find it because it's not in the time. It's not time bound. It's beyond the body and mind. Like you see the rose flower. And where is the rose? You cannot see with your eyes the perfume of the rose. You cannot locate it, figure it out. That's what is the big difference between the physical examination of a botanist. He wants to see the rose. Where is the rose? He'll cut and dissect and cut it and cut it, see through microscope, all external. You can, but the poet can see through the third eye. He'll say, what is this? A thing of beauty is joy forever. One word, a thing of beauty is joy forever. Ever mean all time, no time. So, botanist cannot go close to that because he's looking through the eyes of the mind. So, the life of mind is the same extension of the plant and animal for the survival of the continuity of the physical body. That's all it is. But physical body is not the real life because if breath is gone, the whole thing is just a bag. That's why they put in the bag. So remember, first and the last question to ask oneself, who am I? The real I. So the blessed is the one who find out who am I. and not waste any time in dirty, ugly life they live in, like a donkey, like a monkey, all that basura. And they are so busy, cannot figure out that they are busy. Only the 2% find out that don't work for money, put the money to work for you, and find out what is the real life, real. Because it cannot figure out with the techniques, with the time, with the all that, with the knowledge of the mind, because mind only knows what is stored up in the past. When you let go of it, you enter a new level. That's what some of the scientists figured out through LSD and through drugs. Of course, the mind is silent for a while and they enter a new kingdom. But that is not the real one because that gives you a movie, a window to see, oh, I was stuck up in the life, unnecessary, fake life. Because the layer after layer, four main layers, parental layer, police layer, politician layer, preacher layer, and you are programmed. I am white, black, blue, green, divide, divide, divide. Oh, find out what is the being beyond the doing and thinking. And then you have arrived home, the real home. Om Shanti, Om Shanti.